request everyone to kindly stand up for the national anthem.
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे आशीष गाहे तव जय गाथा
Thank you, everyone. We will now have the team handshakes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning and a warm welcome to the first final of the day. And it is supposed to be between Delhi Public School taking on Army Public School. It's the first final of the Delhi Championship, and both these teams have so far had an incredible outing. They have put up their best efforts and has eventually come to this grand version of the tournament. So we have Priyansh on one side and Chetan on the other. It's an iconic opportunity for both these teams, for both these players to prove their mettle, to win Delhi, to be the crown kings of Delhi. So it's Chetan who's won the toss for DPS and we have chosen sides. So we'll shortly confirm the playing 11 of both the teams before we start with this mega fixture.
Team captains. It's now time for the match to begin. Let's make the best of it. All the best to both teams.
So the two teams all set to present us with a crackerjack of a contest. They want to prove a point. They want to deliver a masterclass for sure. But right now, as things stand, is still to unravel the game. There was a bit of a delay due to unfortunate circumstances, and unwanted circumstances too. But nevertheless, the good news is that the game will unravel. But just to keep you all updated, due to the delay, the management has decided that instead of a full 45 minutes half, this is going to be a 30-minute half. So there was no other choices left, for the management, but they were kind of compelled to take this decision. But nevertheless, at the end of the day, it's all taken with keeping in mind the remaining fixtures to follow. There are a lot of finals. There are three more finals forthcoming today. On your screen, from the right to the left, in the brown, would be attacking the Army Public School from Delhi Cantonment. And on the screen, from the left to right, in the first half, will witness Delhi Public School, who are currently adorned in grey. Two powerhouses of Delhi in the youth circuit. And it is Army Public School who kickstarts proceedings straight away. And an early move there, but won't find much success. A decent piece of run on the far right, just taking some time, a bit of a twist, a bit of a turn, just hoping that he has ample amount of sting left in him to go past his marker. Does a decent job, outmuscles his player, or outmuscles his marker, but at the end of the day, Army Public School doing a fine job of repelling the opportunity. But the ball's fallen back there for Delhi Public School. Or sincere apologies. The ball's fallen back there for right now. It's in control of Army Public School, who will comfortably head it out to their own defense. It wasn't a proper clearance there. A bit of a shuddering start to the contest. Both the teams will take some time to settle down their frayed nerves and then return to the game. We had the first corner, however, of the fixture, and it has been awarded to Army Public School, who are on the move. They've already ventured into the opposition half already twice in the first 1 minute. Omens of something significant to unravel in the following 60 minutes. A very tame corner comes at the end of the day. The defender somehow switched off, an opportunity coming straight away at the feet of Army Public School. But then it was frittered away. On an honest note, he wasn't really expecting that the ball would come to him because there were two defenders on the line. And somehow he just moves off from the line of the ball in a very inexplicable manner. But nevertheless, the danger was averted. Well, these are kids who would need to learn a lot, and this is just a stepping stone for them. Another fine opportunity there. It is the Vyanshu, not once but twice on the attack on the far right. Chetan will need some saving to do. He's already saved one of the chances. Almost a golden opportunity, not utilized properly by Army Public School. They're on the move again. And this time it was Dheeraj, however, trying to volley the ball inside. But nevertheless, the ball didn't have much of control. It flew out of contention. DPS will like to take some time there. Will like to get some breathing space for themselves. It's important because they have been under early attack. Chetan had to pull off a save, even though he'll consider himself a bit fortunate because it was almost a golden chance that came the way of Army Public School, but they simply couldn't utilize it. But here they come again. And this time, it's Priyansh, the captain, trying to explore that left wing, but couldn't control his turn and eventually ended up getting the ball out of play, awarding a free kick in favor of DPS. Not a pleasant start to the affair for DPS, who are under some serious fire, some serious heat. They'll have to batten up their hatches if they need to find an opening early in the game. A decent piece of ball there placed forward. Now, Army Public School are continuously in the hunt, in the pursuit of possession, wherein DPS are finding it pretty difficult to keep the game in control. Now sends a scarring ball forward. It's a fine run there in the far right, and it's from Manan this time. Manan keeps the ball in control, passes it off to cleared off, and now both the sides, they're interested in opening up the game, and it is slowly opening up. Some intense box-to-box actions already, and it's not just long kicks or route one brand of football that has so far taken place. We have seen a few decent passes in the midfield. Not a pretty frequent spectacle, to be honest, in the sub-junior category. But then, nevertheless, these kids are confident. These kids, they want to prove themselves, and that is what matters. If you're willing to prove yourselves at such a high level, if you have the hunger in you, if you have the passion in you, there's a lot coming your way. The game, there's a slight technical glitch that unfolded. A bit of a push there from Army Public School, but the referee says that the push was pretty much within the books of law. So Army Public School will have the time to run away with the ball at the moment, but it seems like after the first 2 minutes of unsparing possession from Army Public School, now the narrative is changing, and at the moment DPS has a slight upper hand with the attacks flowing in. It's 6 minutes on the clock. It has been an exciting 6 minutes. Pretty open brand of football has been played between these two sides, and they keep on coming far, they keep on coming closer and closer. Two chances two defensive errors at both ends, and we almost were on the brink of seeing two fine finishes within 7 minutes. So this game so far has promised everything. And now it seems that the referee has given away a free kick to Army Public School. They had a sound start trying to explore the ball further on the right channel, but then they didn't savor much success despite a defensive howler. And on a similar note, for Army Public School, they were also pretty active, or rather, Delhi Public School, they were also pretty active on the right wing. Almost had a chance falling there. I mean, the chance did fall their way, but they were unable to convert it at the end of it. A long ball from the right, but straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. So no trouble or no damage done. Chetan will get the ball cleared away for the third time now. A bit of a hurried exchange at the moment. Now this is a lovely ball there. Army Public School has a chance, but very well defended by this young kid from DPS. It was Priyanshu from DPS who took care of any possible peril on the horizon. But the ball still remains in control of Army Public School. They have a chance to go for a shot. They goes for the shot. Well defended. Very, very well defended. It was Lakshay in the middle who ensured that the ball was not going straight at the goal. He took the pace of the ball through that sharp deflection, and it was eventually deposited in the arms of the goalkeeper, where Chetan had time to wrap his gloves around the ball and then restart proceedings in favor of Delhi Public School. Now it's a great chance. Delhi Public School bombing down that right wing, but eventually oversped by his marker. And it's a fine, fine spell of game there. You won't see such incredible action mostly in sub junior boys because there's a lot more scrambling football that happens. But you need to remember that this is the grand finale, and in the finale, we only have the best remaining to lock horns with each other. And when it's a collision of the best, when it's a clash of the titans, at the end of it all, what savored a lot more is how these two teams bring out the very best in their arsenal. Well, definitely one will lose and one will win, but nevertheless, the kind of football that they'll stitch over the span of the remaining 50 minutes is what can serve as an incredible lesson. That's a fine dodge there. Sends the ball forward. Again, tries to take a shy at goal, but won't savor much from it. The ball straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. Sends it darting forward now. Army Public School will have some clearing to do. Eventually, it's a goalkeeper who comes out. The defender made a mess of things there. So the first 10 minutes are over, and we have witnessed some incredible football. Both the sides have been pretty hell-bent on delivering some impeccable brand of the sport, where in the earlier spell of domination belonged to Army Public School with an almost less. He will need a much better shot than what he just unleashed in order to test Chetan. He's been in pretty decent shape. Chetan had pulled off a few fine saves throughout the tournament, and as a result, he's now waiting in the final. The ball's fallen back for Army Public School. Goes for a shot from range. We have seen a few crazy stunners from those range and even further in the tournament. But this, however, will be going down in history as a goal kick, as a miss, as an effort miles away from the woodwork. So yes, as things stand, we are still to witness the opener. There was a foul throw taken. The referee quickly explicating things that what exactly happened and why was it a foul throw. Here's a chance for Army Public School to launch a throw forward, to launch a throw in the attacking box, and they've just done it. But Delhi Public School ensuring that they have a compact defense in place. Ball has been played forward. Can Delhi Public School break free? A poor clearance there, shot taken, and it's rolled into the back of the net. A howler from the goalkeeper, and celebrations start in the camp of Delhi Public School. And look at this chance. It entirely was a mistake from Chahat, the goalkeeper of Army Public School. They had a pretty decent game until now. Just one slip up, and you have to pay the price. A quite hefty one now. Now, Army Public School will have their task cut out. They are trailing by a goal, and it was a fault of the goalkeeper. Now, these things keep on happening. I guess he's a young kid. He needs to learn from that, and he needs to start driving forward. It is moves like this, it is mistakes like this that eventually change the course of the game. But nevertheless, we have just started, and we still have a fine 47 minutes of action, almost 45, more than 45 minutes of action remaining. So, as things stand, we still will need, or we are still to witness some phenomenal drama. Another long range effort tried from distance from Army Public School. They have actually come quite close to the goal on a couple of occasions, so they will not be losing hope from that. They will definitely not be phased by that opener, because nevertheless, that goal wasn't the screamer that they were hoping. It's eventually a howler from the goalkeeper. So Army Public School has everything to play for now. They're still far away. They still have a chance. Oh, a fine knuckleball! And it's got into the back of the net. Or did it? It seems like so. It's probably sailed over, but we'll still confirm. It's not clear from this range. It looks like the ball's gone into the back of the net, and it is the equalizer. And yes, as expected, the ball did go into the back of the net. So as we said, that Army Public School has a lot to play on eventually, because they were actually attacking. And one must give all credits to this effort, because it was a knuckleball, and it's not easy to nail down a knuckleball to perfection. We've seen it happening at bigger stages of the game, and we have just seen what unraveled right now. We have seen a few screamers in this tournament already, and add this to another perler that the Delhi leg of the RYFS has, or rather the RFYS has witnessed. We are all back to square one now. And a bit of a push and shove will witness for sure. A bit of scrambling football will witness for sure. A bit of acrobatics too. So Pite, with everything, will have all the ingredients in the game to make it what can be a youth masterclass in the making in the sub-junior category. From Delhi Public School will be pretty hell-bent in getting their lines cleared. They send the ball forward now, and it's gone out of play. So a chance for Delhi Public School to actually take a throw, or rather it's going to be a throw in for Army Public School. So yep, it took a deflection of Delhi Public School at the end of the day. The throw is quickly taken. A pretty decent throw now. Army Public School want to turn the ball more towards the central channel, because that's exactly what has given them the success so far. And there's some shooting space there. They're trying to explore it. Divyanshu has been a pretty active figure down that right wing. Sends another cross! And the goalkeeper will consider himself fortunate there. The ball just... It's all happening here. It was Dheeraj to score the equalizer. Now this was the chance. It's a corner at the end of the day. So there was a slight touch. He sends in the corner. Floating in, a chance for Army Public School, takes the shot and finds the back of the net. It's just a matter of 2 minutes wherein the ball. We say this is a high octane encounter already, and we have seen some 3 incredible goals in the first 19 minutes of the contest. A display of steely resolve from Army Public School after falling behind. Here's a chance. They still have the ball. They still have some shooting space. It's Priyansh with the ball now. Goes for a shot. Couldn't really pick it up at the end of it. A bit of a tussle there on the far wings for the ball. Another chance there. Goes for a long range effort, and this time it was Ankush with the ball. Aryan trying desperately to lay claim to the ball and eventually wins themselves a free kick. And the ball's again fallen, and this time Chetan will collect it comfortably. It was Ronak who scored the second goal for Army Public School. Now DPS, desperate to find an equalizer, sends the ball forward. No troubles whatsoever for the goalkeeper. Again, there's a bit of a bobble there. Here's a chance. Another fine ball being sent forward. A great pass, but eventually fails to connect. What an opportunity. And this time a long range effort and will be dragged wide. So no troubles there. It's a goal kick at the end of it for Army Public School. They'll be pretty comfortable. And the ball rolls out for play and rolls out of play at the moment. Army Public School. And there's a foul throw taken by DPS. So Army Public School will have to push it forward. And straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. And now chance for DPS to break free. A long throw in at the moment. We've seen already 2 goals. Now, while we say this, this fine finale is brought to you live by the official YouTube channel of Reliance Foundation Youth Sports. So it's an honest request from our end to like, share, and subscribe to the official channel of Reliance Foundation Youth Sports so that we can bring you these young guys playing football, and I mean they're playing it at the phenomenal level, at such a high level platform. Now it's a chance for Army Public School to bomb down that right wing, goes for the shot, drags it wide, and that was a glorious effort, to be honest. Usually a cross comes in from those range, but that wasn't pretty well taken, and it flies away. for a goal kick. So Delhi Public School will have a lot to do in the last 7 minutes of the half. They'll need an equalizer before the game's done. They'll have to keep their nerve. They'll have to come out of the shell shock that they are currently in after Army Public School has scored not one but 2 goals against them. Army Public School still has a chance. Plays a short pass, some shooting space. Eventually, a very lethargic effort at the end of it. Now, the ball's still not gone from Army Public School. They still have the ball in their control, comfortably dictating the narrative, and it goes out of play. And a long throw being sent in. Oh, it's a great chance there. Just hoping and sniffing out an opportunity, straight away unleashes an effort. Unfortunate, the ball won't go in the back of the net. And it's going to be another goal kick in favor of DPS. A pretty solid effort now. A goal kick will be taken by Chetan. He's been beaten twice. Not much that he could have done actually in both the goals. The ball's fallen back for Army Public School, but all of them get deceived by the flight of the ball, and it eventually rolls back to their own half before they could collect and push forward. They're still at it, just hoping that they can manage a shot or two. You never know when the ball rolls into the back of the net. And now the cross comes floating in, a chance for Army Public School. He couldn't control his first touch and it bobbled out of his control and eventually allowed DPS to clear away any possible peril on the horizon. So yes, as things stand, it's Army Public School who currently has the lead with 2 fine strikes, one from a knuckleball from range and the second one a clinical effort. Driven straight down, a flat shot there, a header from point blank range, but couldn't connect with it, and eventually it does go out of play and as a goal kick in favor of Delhi Public School. You witnessed some incredible actions already in the it's sad to say that DPS will have some grounds to cover and definitely will have some important decisions to make while they are back in the dressing room. Another chance for Army Public School. They try to rein the ball forward. It's just that they haven't been pretty incisive. The execution hasn't been as planned, but the number of chances that they have created. Another chance, a header. The goalkeeper was off his line and the ball has rolled into the back of the net. It's a bit unfortunate there. The goalkeeper was a bit slow off the block, and he has now cost his team the 3rd goal. And this was a great ball there. Chipped it with a perfect amount of weight. Bounced up exactly where the striker would have wanted, and the goalkeeper completely misjudged the flight and had to let go of the 3rd goal of the day. And Army Public School are currently in cruise control of proceedings. They already have a hand on the trophy. They'll just need a decent job. Another fine ball sent forward. The goalkeeper is a bit slow. That went out for a goal kick. Another. It was a technical glitch that it came to a brief halt. So sincere apologies again. Now a poor ball there. The ball has fallen back for Army Public School, but DPS does a pretty decent job of taking it away. But Army Public School has regained control of the proceedings and would like to drive forward as much as they can. Sends the ball down to the central channel. Does a decent job. And now goes for a long ranger. This time the goalkeeper collected it but spilt it there. You have to be a bit more careful. His team is already trailing by 3 goals, and if he's not careful, it can lead to further damage. A decent job there, a bit of a push and a bit of a shove. Now he miscued his clearance, a chance for Delhi Public School to break free. There isn't much space there because he's being crowded out by 4 defenders from Army Public School. So until and unless there was something extraordinary, he wasn't getting at the end of it. But a fine piece of work to keep the ball in play and then eventually drive it forward, reclaim the possession at a very positional, like at a position where they can gain some advantage, some shooting space. And they have driven it forward, but pretty cluelessly, pretty meekly. We are down to the final few seconds of the first half, and there's a change happening. So it's Army Public School who would like to bolster their defensive solidity. They are bringing out a number 4. They have a 2-goal cushion at the moment, and they like to hold on to that, especially at the edge of the half time. And the first touch of the ball for the substitute there. Oh, he couldn't control the ball. He actually went forward while the ball remained back, and he had to concede his possession. Now, Army Public School will be pretty happy in keeping the ball in their control in the last few seconds of the first half. Even take a shot or two. Repelled away by Delhi Public School. No pressure at the moment for Army Public School. They are cool now. They are pretty good to go with how things are unfolding. We are witnessing some last minute actions there, and now it's DPS with a throw. Just taking their time, but not kept in control, and the ball will eventually roll out for another throw in there. So a quick throw in there taken away by DPS, but given away the ball to Army Public School. Pretty emaciated pass, allowing DPS to regain possession of the ball and then eventually submit it at the very feet of an Army Public School defender. Now Army Public School can comfortably break forward. Well, again, couldn't really control there. That's fallen on the feet of the referee. So he'll probably start with the bounce there. And that should mark the end of the first half. We have witnessed some incredible action between these two teams. We have witnessed 4 goals. It started off on a slow note, but then it was Delhi Public School who took the lead through Manan. And then it was Dheeraj who equalized, Ronak who scored an equalizer. And then another error from the goalkeeper allowed them to score the third of the day. So as we go into the half, it's Army Public School with a 3-1 lead over DPS, and we have another interesting half of football coming forward. Till then, stay tuned, stay posted. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are present. Like while the halftime continues, we are present for the presentation ceremony, or we are all set for the presentation ceremony of the girls category in Delhi. And we have two fine teams. This was the Golden Glove Award that was just handed over. It's time for the Golden Boot now in the girls category. They have done a pretty decent job, and we have two of the finest teams all set for the awards. That is the Golden Boot. All smiles and pretty happy scenes here. This is a platform that is of the highest stature, a platform that promises so many dreams to these young girls. And there goes the golden ball. It's the same player who gets it. And now I'd like to call over the runners up of Delhi in the girls category. And it is going to go to Modern School Vasant Vihar. They've done a pretty fine job. And this will always be a frame to cherish. It's Modern School Vasant Vihar, ladies and gentlemen. Give a big round of applause for them. They've come runners up after a phenomenal tournament, after a fine display, after a fine contest where they showcase their talent, their flair, and their dedication towards dishing out one masterclass after the other. And here's the grant given away by Reliance Foundation Youth Sports, pledged towards the betterment of the players. It's INR 10,000 rupees, or rather INR 10,000 for these youngsters. A gesture that would actually help them, that would actually tell them that, like, it's just the beginning. There's miles to go at the end. And here are the champions of the day. It's Modern School Vasant Vihar. They've had an incredible tournament. It took them a while to reach to this stage, but eventually they have braved insurmountable odds. They've ensured that they have persevered till the prize was won. It's sincere apologies again. It's Modern School Barakamba who were the champions, not Vasant Vihar. So Vasant Vihar were the runners-up. So again, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Modern School Barakamba, who's done a pretty decent job of showcasing the world that what they have been, or the kind of football that they have played. And they definitely deserve the center stage. The final of the Sub Junior Boys. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the second half of the day, or rather of the sub-junior boys finale between Army Public School and DPS. So, currently Army Public School has a comfortable lead going their way, and it's right now, as the score stands, it's 3-1 in favor of Army Public School. They've had a dominant half of football in the first 30 minutes of the contest. So, just to give you another heads up, each half has been reduced to 30 minutes, considering the time restraints that are in place, and considering the fixtures which are to follow. A few quick passes there. Now here's a chance for Army Public School again to break free. They're assessing a few options, just hoping that they get their much required ball forward. Sends a fine cross in, but it's a bit too haywire and will land outside. It's a goal kick in favor of Delhi Public School. Delhi Public School didn't have much time to breathe. They have been pretty confined to their own half. And now sends a long ball forward. Chetan will have to come out of his line, and he eventually does and collects it comfortably. And sends the ball forward again. Heads it down. Delhi Public School will have to clear the lines. A decent job there. But the ball has again fallen for Army Public School. So not much luck with the ball there. Now sends an effort that was intended to be goal bound, but it eventually ran out of play, and it was going to be a goal kick at the end for DPS. So here's the ball again. Army Public School gets a chance, but Delhi Public School does a pretty decent job of clearing away the lines. Not a pretty decent clearance, because the ball's still lingering around in their own half. So if you would ask that, was it enough? It wasn't. Delhi Public School has a chance to lay claim to the ball. Now put it forward. Can they get a cross in? There's still some chance, still some shooting space. Goes for the shot, deflected straight away. And now here's the scope there. And the ball rolls out of play, so no damage done. It's a throw in. A chance there for Army Public School to break, but the ball's rolled out of play. So it's a goal kick at the end of the day for Delhi Public School. They haven't had much success since the first goal. There's a lot of celebrations, definitely. And again, they've submitted the ball away to Army Public School. There's a lot of shooting space. Goes for the shot and finds the back of the net. Poor clearance there. Poor goal kick. And at the end of it all, you make mistakes at such a high voltage final, you'll have to pay the price. He had to put in a dive to save it away, but there wasn't any dive. He wanted to go for a run. Now, a run is nevertheless never good enough. And now, it seems like a bit of a humiliation there. Army Public School are enjoying the torment of the men in grey. And they keep on driving further and further forward. Currently, the war for Army Public School isn't to score goals, but to keep the flurry of attacks that they're up against at bay. It's raining goals at the Sportage Arena. And you never know, probably a few more are still there in the contest, because Despite this being a curtailed encounter between two teams who are not well versed with each other, or rather, who haven't been at their phenomenal best, to be honest, these two teams actually has presented us an opportunity to say that we are still witnessing a final that will promise a lot of goals, or maybe a goal fest. Now, how it comes, it doesn't matter, but what matters is that it comes. It comes that the ball ends up being deposited at the back of the net. Now, too many howlers, the defender make a mess of things. The goalkeeper eventually comes out of his line and clears away the danger, but only temporarily. The ball's fallen back. Here's the ball sent forward. He tries to keep the ball in play, but he fails to do so, and it's going to be a goal kick in favor of DPS. It seems that Army Public School are almost on the brink of history at the Sportage Arena. They won the trophy for themselves. They've had an amazing tournament. They had a bumpy start to it, but the way they've come back, the way they have pushed themselves to the front, and the way they continue delivering the same is a work of art, is a work of rebellion, is a work of resolve, and is a work of nerves of steel. It was Ronak again who has now netted a brace to get the fourth goal of the team. Another long range effort there. There is a player at the far end. He'll get to the ball, but Delhi Public, he won't be able to control. Now, before he could put in a second bite of the cherry to control the ball, it was well taken care of by Delhi Public School. But Army Public School still has the ball in their favor, and they want to go for the shot. Takes it, but there was a sharp deflection that ended up bobbling the ball in the air. And this is a chance for Delhi Public School to break, but there were too many defenders that had to be braved, and he had no support whatsoever by his sides either. Now, Army Public School, well, they clattered onto each other. The Delhi Public School sends a ball forward. The goalkeeper is off his line comfortably. And he's just deposited the ball at the feet of an opposition attacker. The entire goal was empty, but it wasn't just, he wasn't confident enough to unleash a long ranger from that range, because at times it happens. Like, you need to understand, this is a sub-junior boy, so there will be a difference in the quality of football. There will be a difference in the way they approach the game. They have a lot to learn for sure, but nevertheless, it's a final, and these two teams have actually lived up to the expectations. They have showcased why they are one of the most, or why one of the best teams in the city. And they continue to push forward with more intent, with more hunger. Now a chance there for Army Public School to increase their lead. There's a player. Oh, it's a phenomenal save by the goalkeeper. He had to put in a hand, and that was crucial. Had that save not arrived, it could have been absolute catastrophe for Delhi Public School. And this was a fine snatch there from Dhiraj, who went for the ball. And eventually a timely intervention from the goalkeeper ensured that a number 5 was not going into the back of the net, at least for the time being. There's still some time, until some shooting space there for Army Public School, but it doesn't seem like they're interested in taking it. They have ended up clattering it on to the scrimmage of DPS feet there. It's a fine work. The numbers are overwhelmingly in favor of Army Public School at the moment, and DPS will have to find out a way. Sends it across from the far right, but he won't enjoy much success from there. The game's getting a bit scrappy at the moment. The passes are not exactly as they want it to be. The Army Public School is knocking over and over again on the doors of DPS. They have cracked it open not once but 4 times in a response to that opener that DPS had for themselves. The ball sent forward, the goalkeeper will come out and comfortably collect it. And eventually sends it out for a goal kick. restarted the game with a ball rolled away. There is a chance. They're looking for a chance now. It seems that Army Public School has crowded DPS in their attacking third. There are 4 attackers prowling in the box. So this kind of giveaway the kind of domination, the kind of imperious domination that has been stitched so far by Army Public School in the attacking half. They haven't been tested much, and whatever test that has come their way, they have conceded a goal. Chance there, goes for a side volley, couldn't keep it on target. Oh, this was a fine move. This had to be a fine move. Look at this, the goalkeeper was nowhere in the frame. The ball's gone out for a goal kick eventually. But this was a chance, a fine chance there. The thing is, when he went side, like there was a when he went to that right side, the goal went a bit like a bit oblique from him, so he had to send the ball back in, and he did actually. Here's a long chase there for Delhi Public School, and eventually one get it. Comfortable ball at the end of the day for Army Public School, and they clear away the lines at the expense of a throw now. Now, Army Public School has all the time in the world. They've taken a lead. They don't want to hurry. This is a chance for Army Public School to increase the lead. The goalkeeper pulls up a fine save again, but the ball's not completely out of danger. The referee's blown the whistle now. Was there a foul? Only time will say this. This was a brilliant chance there. A fine save nonetheless. And a free kick has been awarded to Delhi Public School. It's going to be a long throw taken in by Army Public School, just hoping that they can actually find another opportunity to extend their lead. We are in the final 15 minutes of the first of the contest eventually, because it was a 30-minute game. It's 46 minutes on the clock, almost 46 minutes on the clock. And as things stand, Army Public School are 4 goals too good to claim the title for themselves. And unless there is a miraculous turnaround of affairs from Delhi Public School, it doesn't seem like they are coming back from this deficit. A chance there, shot taken! Sails it over. He had an option actually there, a player who was all set for a run. He wanted to go all by himself, and eventually ended up conceding a possession. Sends the ball forward. Army Public School wants to go from there. Actually took a shot at, not a shot, but an attempt to send the ball towards the center. But again, it lacked the direction that it should have got. And it eventually went out for a goal kick in favor of DPS. They almost ended up conceding possession in the penalty box itself. It's time for them to again takes a long ranger there straight into the arms of the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper does a pretty decent job of eventually capturing it. He's back on his feet. Send the ball forward. Not much luck from there. It's a bit of a scrambled affair now. Well, both the teams, they're running a pretty low on gas, and it's a free kick now in favor. As things stand, there won't be much of a hassle again. The game has restarted. And a long ball sent forward by Army Public School, but he won't enjoy much luck from there. Another long ball being sent forward, and it rolls out of play. A long throw taken in there by DPS. A try there. Another opportunity at goal. Heads it. But eventually collected by Chetan. Chances out of nowhere coming their way. And, well, a bit of a courtesy, of course. There's a ball that is being sent down from that right wing, but it'll eventually fall back in favor of Delhi Public School. So they're quickly taking some time, plays a quick pass, and now they can push it forward. Now there are too many attackers from Army Public School, goes for a shot, but eventually A long range effort. This time Chetan makes a mess of affairs again, makes a hash of affairs rather, and has conceded the first goal. This was the chance, and hammered into the back of the net. The reset proceedings there. Sends the ball backward. Now, not much luck there either. Here's a chance for DPS to get some breathing space, but Army Public School has another shooting opportunity. As things stand. As things stand. And this is another chance there. And eventually he couldn't control the ball and it rolls out of play. So, nonetheless, and eventually it goes out of play for another throw in here. Another opportunity. The goalkeeper comes out of his line and he's just managed to keep it away. Fortunate. Very, very fortunate. He's almost on the brink of conceding another goal. But it doesn't seem like they will savor much success before the final whistle is blown. A long throw taken in, sent into the box, and it eventually goes out of play. Floats on a free kick, a pretty decent free kick, and this time Chetan will. Back in the contest. We're back in the final minute of the contest. So, as things stand, it seems like it will be Army Public School to walk away. Oh, there's a chance the ball did fall in for the Army Public School attacker, but the question is, can they make good use of it? Well, they don't. And the referee's blown the whistle. So as the things stand, it will be Army Public School who will walk away with the bragging rights. They are the champions. They are the champions of the sub-junior. It's 5-1 in favor of Army Public School. It is Dheeraj with the opener for them. Ronak with the brace. Priyansh with the fourth goal, when it was Manan who opened the proceedings on the final. So that should be all from the first final of the day. And we'll shortly return to you with the second final of the day as well. It'll be a matter of time before the second game starts, so still then, stay posted, stay tuned.